அனைத்துலக தமிழ் சொந்தங்களுக்கும் வணக்கம். இன்றைய காணொளியில் நாம் பார்க்க இருப்பது பண்டாரவன்னியனுடைய வரலாறு ஆங்கில வடிவத்தில். பண்டாரவன்னியன் was a Tamil captain who ruled in Vanni Nadu in 18th century AD. He is referred to by some as the last king in Sri Lanka, who also rose to revolt against the British Ceylon Empire and Dutch Ceylon Empire, who died battling the British colonial rule on the island. He was officially declared a national hero of Sri Lanka in 1982. Bibliography. Kulasegaram Vairamuthu Pandaravanniyan was a native of Vanni. Much remains unclear about his family, but report states that he had one sister, Nallanachiyal Vanniyan, and two younger brothers called Kahilaya Vanniyan and Periya Meyanar. Pandaravanniyan married Kumarasinghe Mahavanniya's family of present-day Nuvaraveva, who held the office of residential governor and custodian of former Tamil area. Marriages between vanniyar captain families in northern and southern region helped to unite and strengthen rule. Thus, when Pandaravanniyan married to the Nuvaraveva family, he gained political power in the South Vanni as well as in the north. It is said that he lived in Kumudamunai, which today is in Mullaitivu district. His statue of honor is located in Mankiw. History. Vanniyar Captain Pandaravanniyan appeared to have paid some tribute to the more powerful rulers in the region at that time, who had an independent spirit and a distinct culture and dialect of their own. Vanni functioned as a buffer zone between the north and south of Sri Lanka. Historically, the Vanni encompassed Mannar, Vavuniya, Trikonamale, Polaneruva, Botanica, Ampara and Puttalam hinterlands. The name Vanni is said to be derived from the Sanskrit and Tamil word of forest, Vanam, or fire Vanni. The beginning of the people of Vanni, Vanniyar, who were ruled over by Vanniyar captain, has not been clearly established, but there is evidence of settlements in the region dating back 2000 years. Further, there is information on the Kunasara Kalvetu and in the old Vaya songs of 61 years coming from Madurai in South India, accompanying the royal bride for the king at Anuradhapura in the 1st century BC. Conflict with colonial rule. When Jaffna kingdom was captured by Portuguese in 1621, the Vanni was under their nominal control, and it is thought that Parangichettikulam of the Vanni is the former fort of Portuguese. Around 1782, the continued conflicts came to an end when the Dutch, who had by then arrived in Sri Lanka, once and for all defeated the Vanniyars. It has been noted that the Dutch met nowhere a more determined resistance than from one of the native princes, the Vanniyachi widows, Maria Sembata, who they always as a prisoner and in captivity in the fort of Colombo. Pandaravanniyan fought against the British colonial powers. The Vanniyars commenced to live a wild and marauding life and carried on a predatory warfare against the British in Mannar and Trigonamale, and even penetrated to the Jaffna Peninsula. The British had to build fort along the river to keep them at bay. In alliance with Kandy Kingdom, Vanniyan started a revolt to expel the British from his district. On 25th August 1803, Vanniyan attacked the government house in Mullaitivu and drove out the garrison for Mullaitivu, which was under the command of Captain Edward Mudge of the 19th Regiment. Before finally seizing the fort, Pandaravanniyan captured the British cannons and overran the whole of the northern district, Vanni, highlighting his boldness and ability to penetrate as far as Elephant Pass and into the Jaffna Peninsula. From the conventional warfare, Pandaravanniyan restored to guerrilla tactics, but was finally defeated by Lieutenant von Dribberg when the British organized a three-pronged attack from Jaffna, Mannar and Trikonamale in 1803. In that battle, the British also captured the cannon given to Pandaravanniyan by Sri Vikrame Rajasinghe. The British presented the village of Pandarakulam to Lieutenant von Dribberg as a prize for defeating Pandaravanniyan. This was followed by the burning of all his house, whereby Pandaravanniyan's people disappeared into the jungle and eventually out of Vanni to the district of Hanvila. The power of vanniyar captain was thus finally and effectively extinguished. Alternative histories have it that Lieutenant von Dribberg of Dutch forces felt humiliated by Pandaravanniyan for having been defeated by him several times, including in a personal comeback situation, despite being permitted by senior officials to withdraw. He stayed on even after the British ousted the Dutch. Death. Pandaravanniyan was defeated in a battle at hands of Lieutenant von Dribberg in October 1803 at Odusudan, Katsilamedu, now no longer a feudal ruler. He withdrew to areas near the Kandi kingdom. He remained there until September of 1810, where he was attacked in an ambush by British forces and later scrambled to his injuries. A granite stone monument commemorating the Vanniyan's defeat was erected in village of Katsilamedu in Vanni. It was placed in tribute by Lieutenant von Dribberg, who had fought him in battle. The monument bears the inscription, "Here about Captain von Dribberg defeated Pandaravanniyan October 31st, 1803. In 2010, it was found broken. Some Tamil media outlet reported that it had been damaged by Sinhalese soldiers in light of recent ethnic tension and criticized it as an act of destruction of Tamil heritage and culture. Legacy. Pandaravanniyan was declared as national hero by Prime Minister Ranasinghe Premadasa in 1982, and a statue of him was opened with much fanfare in Vavuniya at the main junction on the A9 highway, where Jaffna and Kandy road meets the road to Mannar. Pandaravanniyan Memorial Day falls on 25th August each year. Present-day Tamils and Sinhalese of North Central and North-Western provinces in Sri Lanka, which were once part of Vanni, river Pandaravanniyan highly. The Sinhalese are known to summon the protection of Vanni Bandara Dios when they passes through jungles. Tamil nationalists popularize Vanniyan as an epic hero, and his character has recently been appropriated and measured against Vellupillai Prabhakaran, the leader of now dismantled LTT. Minister Muthuvel Karunanidhi, an Indian politician and writer, in his novel Payampuli Pandaravanniyan, the leaping tiger Pandaravanniyan in English, uses Vanniyan to typifying Tamil patriotism and transnationalisms. According to Vijaya Ramaswamy in Historical Dictionary of the Tamils, the course of the novel is connected to developments in Sri Lanka related to moves by the LTT. The novel describes the mission of a friend of Veerapandiyan Kattabomman, the last polygar who resisted British rule in Tamil Nadu, to the vanniyar jungles in Sri Lanka. His mission was to meet Pandaravanniyan, who was also resisting the British. This part of the novel echoes the meeting of V. Kopalasamy, MP popularly known as Vaiko, and Velupillai Prabhakaran, leader of the defunct LTT, in the dense jungle of Vanni. Pandaravanniyan is also the subject of the eponymous play by Mullai Mani V. Pandaravanniyan is also the subject of the eponymous play by Mullai Mani V. Kupparamaniyan, Pandaravanniyan. The play was awarded a prize by the Ceylon Art Council in 1964 and was published thereafter in 1970. On August 10, 2014, 3 statues of former Tamil kings, including Pandaravanniyan, Ellallan and Parara Rajasegaran, were installed by Jaffna Clock Tower.